You went in to look for something. That's what you told yourself. The bed has been made for 4 months. You see the brighter rectangle on the wall where a poster used to be and wonder what you are for in this room now. The room smells like nothing at all. And standing there, you notice you are waiting for something, and you don't know what. The question in that room isn't, where did my child go? You know where they went. You helped them carry the boxes. The question is quieter than that and harder to say out loud. For years, a very large part of you had a job description. What time they needed to be woken. Which teacher to worry about. Whose feelings needed managing at dinner. It was exhausting and it was constant, and it was also, quietly, an answer to the question of who you were. And it wasn't only the doing, it was the tracking. Somewhere behind everything else you did, a part of your attention was always running a background check on where they were, what they needed next, what was coming on Thursday. That process ran for years without stopping, and it does not switch off the week the room goes quiet. It keeps scanning, and it keeps finding nothing to do. Now the calendar is yours, and that turns out to be a stranger feeling than anyone warned you about. You are proud of them. You want them to go. Both of those are completely true, and you still find yourself standing in a doorway at 4 p.m, holding a folded towel with nowhere in particular to put it. So let me say the thing plainly, and then let's sit with it a moment. Your child may still be very much part of your life, and you may also be grieving a role you were extremely good at and did every single day for years on end. A person and a role grieve differently, and almost nobody names the second one, which is why it can feel like something is wrong with you for still feeling it. And before we go any further, I want to ask you something, because I read these, and because I think the answers will help each other more than anything I say today. For years, what did 4 p.m. look like in your house? Just that. One line, put it below. We'll come back to it at the end. Here is where the research says something you may not expect. In 2021, Kristensen, Koenig and Hajek published a study in Archives of Gerontology and Geriatrics using the German Aging Survey, a national sample of adults over 40, followed across years rather than surveyed once. When they accounted for the other things going on in people's lives, the empty nest phase showed no link to depression or loneliness. A separate team asked a different question. Peng Pid and colleagues, writing in Psychogeriatrics in 2026, analyzed the health, aging, and retirement in Thailand study from 2015 to 2022. There, moving into an empty nest was linked with higher positive effect. For women, it was also linked with higher life satisfaction. They measured different things, but neither study found an automatic decline in the measures it examined. These are associations across large groups, not predictions about any one person. So if this has been hard for you, the research does not make your experience less real. It points toward a different question. Not, why am I not coping like everyone else? But what exactly is the thing I'm grieving? For some parents, the answer may not be that they love their child more. That is the story people tell themselves at 4 p.m. So what is different for the people it does hit hard? Here, I have to lower my confidence, and I'd rather say that than dress it up. There is no single study I can point you to for this next part. What there is a description that turns up repeatedly in clinical writing about empty nest syndrome, and that a lot of people recognize immediately when they hear it. For some parents, the harder part is not only missing a child, it is losing a role that organized the day. Notice what that distinction gives you. If the largest part of how you understood who you were was built around caring for someone, their leaving does not only remove a person, it removes the thing you had been measuring yourself against, the standing question of whether you were doing well, which used to be answered every day by whether they were fed on time and all right. That is a different injury, and it explains something confusing. Phone calls and visits can matter, but they may not answer the separate question of who you are becoming. There is also a line I am not qualified to draw for you, and I am not going to pretend otherwise. Missing a role and being unwell can look similar from the outside, and telling them apart is not something a video can do. If changes in mood, sleep, or daily life feel persistent or worrying, a qualified professional can help you make sense of them. You do not have to sort that out alone. Everything here is general. It is not a diagnosis, and it is not a replacement for talking to someone qualified who knows your situation. Let me tell you about someone I'll call Marion. Marion is a composite built from the patterns clinicians describe again and again. Marion raised 3. She worked part-time by choice because the school run was non-negotiable and everyone knew it. Her youngest left on a Sunday. By Wednesday, the house was clean in a way it had never been. Here's what she did not tell anyone for almost a year. It wasn't that she missed them. She talked to all 3 most weeks. It was that when someone at a party asked what she did, she could not finish the sentence. She had an answer for 18 years. Now she had a pause. What changed was smaller than a new life. She started keeping Thursday mornings for a woodworking class she had signed up for twice and canceled twice. The class was not the point. The point was that by the 3rd week she had something to say when someone asked, and she noticed that the sentence she gave them was about her, and that she had not built one of those in 20 years. Missing the role is not the same as missing the person. These 3 steps make room for that difference. None of them are find a hobby. First, answer the party question on purpose. Sit down and write 1 sentence about what you do now before somebody asks you at a wedding. It does not have to be impressive. I'm figuring out what's next, and I'm taking my time, is a complete sentence. The point is that you stop being ambushed by a question you knew was coming. Second, reclaim 1 specific hour, not more time for me. 1 hour, the same one every week with a name on it. 4 to 5 on Wednesday. Put it in the calendar with the same weight you used to give a dentist appointment for somebody else. If it moves twice, the hour is wrong. Pick a different one and name that one instead. Specificity gives the afternoon a shape. Third, and this one changes the calls. Many parents find themselves calling to check that their child is all right. It is the most natural thing in the world, after years of doing exactly that. Sometimes they may say they are all right, and the call can still leave you feeling farther away. Try bringing something of your own to the call as well, something that happened to you. It can make room for a more mutual conversation between 2 adults, and that is the relationship you are actually building now. Earlier I asked what 4 in the afternoon looked like in your house. If you haven't put yours below yet, do it now. Not because I'll reply to everyone. I won't manage that because someone is going to scroll past yours and recognize their own kitchen in it and stop feeling like the only person who kept the folded towel. Part of what you gave them was the ability to leave. That matters. I'll be here next week. If any of this landed, tell me below. I read them.